we're nearly on the next one. I'll quickly run through. Durham. For Durham, we have 1-0 Davies, 1-1 Vendetta, 1-1-1 Devastation, 1-3 Laura Lockdown, 1-3-5 Tinkerbell, 1-5 Sorry Not Sorry, 1-8 KO, 2-2 Nice and Spicy, 2-6 Kim Cognito, 2-4-7 Stingray, 3-1 Pavlov's Doge, 4 Clearly Psycho, 4-2 Cushy Skittles, 4-7-7 Chris and Chips, 6-1 Smith, 7-1 Texas Hold'em, 8 Femme Fatale, 8-0-9 Toxic Rose, 8-1-8 Mojo Jojo, and 9-9-9 Hit and Run. And roller derby is underway. We have Sorry Not Sorry and Skate Parker as our jammers. And this pack is moving fast. I guarantee the outside pack refs hate that pack right now. Yep. Legislation Annihilation just gave me a look. He was like, yeah, I really do.
It's so much fun when you're playing, but you forget about the poor refs on the outside. Got Tinkerbell jamming for Durham and not helpful. Someone else jamming for Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham, we have 3-3-3. That is triple threat. We do have a lead jammer there for Durham.
And triple threat just skips down the inside line. Put the star back on. Tinkerbell calls the jam.
Putting up. Is that 3 points? 3 points putting up on the board there. We have 3 points to Durham, 1 point to Birmingham from that previous jam. Coming into jam 3. All our skaters are still on the track. And here we go, underway.
We've got Smaller Mauler for Birmingham. And number 8, Femme Fatale.
Oh, we're getting a fight through at the front there. Trying to find that way through that Birmingham wall. Femme Fatale is pushing. Looks like we got lead has been called. They are still held at the front of the pack. They must have passed all of the skaters.
This Durham wall at the back is not moving.
Yeah, that wall is solid. Femme Fatale is fighting their way through at the front. They do have lead. They are in control of this jam. Oh, we had a little trip there from Smith. Well, Femme Fatale is really pushing. That pack is now going to be towards the front. We have the 3 Durham skaters at the back. We have something has happened here. We have a penalty has been issued for one of the Birmingham skaters.
Birmingham blocker number 33 is going to the bin.
Oh, and we
has passed the pack.
And Femme Fatale has got out behind as well. Femme Fatale is lead jammer. Has got control of the pack and controls it and ends that jam. It was a hard-fought jam from both jammers there, and the jam concluded on a 0-0.
Sorry Not Sorry jamming for Durham. Who have we got for Birmingham? 2-6. Very helpful, thank you.
It's handy when the skaters can hear us, they can tell us what's going on somehow. Oh, there we go. Sorry Not Sorry is through, and they will not be sorry about that.
I like that.
Swal is fighting their way through the back. Sorry Not Sorry coming back in that Birmingham wall. Pushing through, taking the outside line. There we go. Putting some points on the board with some fancy footwork.
Thorhal looking for a pivot. And their pivot is Nowhere near.
Sorry Not Sorry, he's just come back into that pack. Sohal has got through the front of that pack on their initial, going to try and put some points on the board. Sorry Not Sorry will be chasing them down. Looks like they're going to be running this jam. They're going to try and put as many points on the board as they can. Sohal taking the outside line, gets knocked off, but comes straight back on. Sorry Not Sorry finds a gap on the inside. Ooh, foot slides off the outside line, gets knocked off by 1-2, 1-2.
These jammers have to have like so much concentration on where their feet are going.
Oh, unfortunately, that was a cut track penalty issued on Sorry Not Sorry. This jam will run to its natural conclusion. Birmingham do have a power jam now, so Hal has a chance here to try and get some points up on the board.
No, they do not.
No, they... Oh, it was a no pass, no penalty situation. So the jam will...
Durham is still the lead.
Lead jam is still up. So Hal has put some points on the board, coming to the back of that pack. Sorry Not Sorry is fighting their way through. We have 20 seconds left of this jam. Oh, some little cheeky offense there from Mojo Jojo. And once again, find the outside line for Sorry Not Sorry.
And a Durham blocker is going in the box. That's nice and spicy, number 2 too.
That jam reached its natural conclusion. So we did end up there with a 16 from Durham Roller Derby and 8 to Birmingham. Sorry, 19 Durham Roller Derby. So it's a 16-7 jam. Obviously gave Durham a nice little boost there, 11-point diff. Coming into jam number 5. We have one skater in the bin. Can Birmingham take advantage of this pack differential?
False start called there from, I don't know who. But if a false start is called, the blocker that had a false start just has to yield. They don't have to go off, but there has been a penalty assessed there to number 67 for Birmingham.
Oh, that's Skate Parker. Looks like Skate Parker did get lead jammer there, but Tinkerbell did come in there and gets on a scoring pass. So Tinkerbell is coming through, trying to put some points on the board. As Skate Parker with lead jammer is coming in for another scoring pass. They'll potentially be trying to get some points on the board and then call that jam. Tinkerbell is coming up fast on the outside. Looks like we've got 2 skaters coming to the bin. One is just standing, one is seated. So it looks like Skate Parker managed to put 4 points up on the board there, as did Durham. I believe that was a 4-4 jam.
This is a fast old game.
So we've got Femme Fatale and Triple Threat as our jammers now. Triple Threat is pushing through at the front of that pack. They are trying to find any give. Oh, we have one Birmingham jammer returning and one leaving the bin.
And that is lead to Femme Fatale for Durham.
Oh, this is getting a very penalty-heavy game. We had a back block called there on one of the Birmingham blockers. We have 2 Birmingham blockers in the bin and 1 Durham blocker, but that Durham blocker has returned to track.
And Triple Threat has got out on their initial pass, and Femme Fatale calls it.
Femme Fatale calls it, giving Durham a 2-skater advantage on this next jam. We're going to be skating 2 blockers against 4 and our 2 jammers.
Both blockers are still sitting for Birmingham, so got at least 10 seconds.
Yep. Well, probably at least 11, because if they're still sitting.
At least 11, yeah.
See how long it takes them to stand up, then we'll know. And here we go, they are underway.
Sorry, you're making quick work of that.
Straight through the inside, taking advantage of that pack disadvantage. Mojo Jojo holding solid at the front there. Sorry Not Sorry coming around, find that inside line, taking it through. Laura Lockdown is knocking. Oh, big, we've got a bit of a pile up there. And we've got a direction on Laura Lockdown there, penalty to Durham. Both Birmingham blockers are returning to the track. The differential has shifted. It is now Durham with the skater down. Sorry Not Sorry is being held up at the back of that pack. Oh, and that is Sorry Not Sorry to head into the bin from a cut track penalty. This is a power jam situation. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds. This jam will run to its natural conclusion.
Mala making light work of that pack then.
Now Smaller Mauler will be doing what they can to put as many points up on the board while that jammer is seated. Well, that Durham wall is holding solid. We've got a little bit of a shirt whip there. Oh, and that looks like they have got through. So Smaller Mauler has through. But Sorry Not Sorry is back on track. Going to start putting some points up, find that inside line with a few cheeky steps. Puts the points up on the board, and there's we have another jam. This is getting a very, very messy game. We've got a lot of skaters that need to just take a breath. We've got a lot of these skaters trying to really fight hard. They want these points. They want to prevent these points from being scored. We had a failure to reform penalty there. Smaller Mauler is coming around, putting more points on the board. So is Sorry Not Sorry getting through with another round of points.
That penalty went to a Birmingham blocker. Next jam will start with 3 blockers each.
And that was, I believe, a 12-12 jam. 39 for Durham, 24 for Birmingham.
It's close.
And here we go, we've got Tinkerbell and Sohal up on the track again. It looks like we have a multiplayer block there, a test against Birmingham. Sohal are there at the front, fighting against that Durham wall. Tinkerbell at the back, fighting against that Birmingham wall. And finds that lead jammer position. Birmingham are skating 2 blockers down against Durham's full contingent. Tinkerbell finds the outside line, very sneaky on the back foot. Puts 4 points up.
They make it look so easy.
They really do. Like jammers can do some weird stuff. Oh, hard hit there from Tinkerbell right into the back of that wall. That Birmingham wall did not shift. They're trying to break it up, finding those ins, those outs. Trying to find that inside line. And sneaks through. Very sneaky footwork there. Sohal still being held up towards the back there. That Birmingham wall is holding solid.
Birmingham's pivot's coming back onto track now.
That pivot is by Sohal is pushing towards the front of the pack. Their pivot is there to support. Looks like we've got another penalty going for Durham. That Durham wall is holding solid. Tinkerbell is being held by Birmingham at the back there. They do not want to give up anything. They are holding those points. Oh, another little collapse there. Everyone is okay. These skaters are doing what they can. They are fighting hard. Jam is called, and we have a direction of gameplay penalty assessed.
Tinkerbell had enough.
I don't blame them. They fought hard there. Looks like we have 2 Durham skaters sitting in the bin this time. So we now have Birmingham with their full contingent. And Durham with only 2.
If you could choose 2 Durham skaters to be only on track, it'd be these 2.
Oh, we've got a timeout there. And in all fairness, clearly Psycho is hench enough to be at least 2 skaters themselves. Don't mess with Claire. Oh, unless you're a car window, then maybe you're trying to avoid it. So we've got that little timeout from Durham there, just everyone having a chat. Again, thank you everyone for turning up today. It's great to have everyone here. So cheer yourselves. And again, thank you for everyone here helping out today, all of the officials, everyone helping out doing track repair, obviously the photographers, definitely the medics, been keeping everyone safe today. You can do better than that for the medics, come on. That's a bit better. And obviously everyone just manning all the stalls here. Remember, there's still cakes. There's plenty of cakes left. Come and buy cake. I assume.
Tombola, the Tombola definitely want you to come and buy some more Tombola.
The one the cake sold, so come and buy some cake. Come and buy some merch. Spend all your money. Oh God, there's a camera in front of me now. I don't like it when he does that. He's sneaky.
We should like smile together.
Here we go. This jam is now about to get back underway.
You'd think he'd always make me look good, wouldn't you? But he doesn't. Woo! Birmingham get lead. That is Skate
Parker with the lead. See, Durham are still skating. 2 skaters down. So Birmingham Femme Fatale is fighting their way at the back of that pack. Skate Parker has hit that Durham wall. Sneaking past Clearly Psycho there on the outside line. Femme Fatale is really fighting their way through. Gets taken down. Oh, got a directional.
One Durham skater comes out of the bin, one goes back to the bin.
We now have it up both. The other 2 Durham skaters are now back out. And the jam is called. So Durham will be starting 1 skater down. Birmingham have everyone on track again. We are currently looking at a 50 to Durham, 32 to Birmingham. That was an 8-point jam for Birmingham. We're about to hit the halfway point of this first period. Don't worry, we still have an entire 30 minutes of roller derby to take place after this one is done.
We've got Sorry Not Sorry jamming for Durham and
Triple Threat there gets knocked out by Mojo Jojo. Oh, big hit there as Mojo Jojo tries to recycle. But Triple Threat is at the back of the pack, going to try and fight their way through. Find the outside line, completely unguarded. Get through. And we do have a penalty there assessed to Mojo Jojo. Clearly Psycho is standing. Durham will be... Oh, another one going on there. No, it looks like the jammer is going to the bin. That is now going to be a power jam. So Triple Threat has got a power jam run here. Durham are skating with only 3 blockers on track. 1 is seated in the bin, and their jammer. Oh, big hit there by Laura Lockdown. Knocks Triple Threat off.
What amazing work to stay in there.
Clearly Psycho is going back to the bin.
Or an out of play block, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Naughty, naughty, Claire. Naughty, naughty. The worry thing is, when I know your name, I can like really pick on you. That's always a concern.
Claire's not listening to you.
There we go. Triple Threat has got some more points up on the board. This is currently a 12-point jam for Birmingham. They are creeping back up to that Durham 50 point. Durham does have their jammer on the line, but I believe this will be going to a full... This jam will be running to its natural conclusion with 30 seconds remaining. But another 4 points for Triple Threat. We're at 50 to 48. I feel in my bones that could be a lead change coming.
This could be a lead change coming. That's a 16-point jam, and I believe that is the highest jam score in this game so far.
I believe it is. But Sorry Not Sorry is through. I'll put some points on the board. Going to hold that lead change off for a little bit longer. Triple Threat will be fighting. We have 3 seconds left of this jam. Less than that, the jam timer beat me to it. So that was a 4 to 18 jam there. 54 points to Durham and 50 to Birmingham. Birmingham pulling it right back. This is the beauty of this game. It can change in a single jam.
Full contingent of blockers for both teams.
Oh, we do have a bit of struck repair going on. We have a timeout here, official timeout. Again, keep everyone nice and safe, keeping these tracks nice and repaired. I think it looks like we might be okay. Legislation Annihilation, keep an eye on things on the outside line there.
Tinkerbell blocking for Durham and Smaller Mauler for Birmingham.
And here we go. The jam is underway. This is jam, I think that's like jam 17 or something. Tinkerbell is fighting. Oh, we've got a bit of a pile up of jam skaters in the middle of the track. We've got a penalty being issued there. Not entirely sure who that was for.
Smaller Mauler is lead jammer.
Oh, we've got a multiplayer block there for Kill. Heading to the bin for Durham. Tinkerbell is fighting their way through that Birmingham wall. Is holding hard. Tinkerbell has got through on the outside. Smaller Mauler gets knocked down on the outside. It looks like we have a forearms penalty issued there. That was a 0 to 3 point jam.
1 point difference.
Birmingham pulled another few points back, one more point in it. We still might get that lead change, but Durham might give the heads a little shake and come out here, but they are skating. 2 skaters down. 2 of their blockers are in the bin. Femme Fatale and Sohal on the line. Durham really need to hold strong with this wall. So Birmingham are using a bit of offensive movers on the Durham wall here to try and get Sohal through. Femme Fatale is fighting on the back on their own. Has gone round on the inside for lead jammer. But Sohal is right behind them. This is going to be ran as quick. These skaters are moving quick. Femme Fatale is going to try and put some points on the board, but calls the jam, prevents any points going up on the board. Allows one of their blockers to get out of the bin. One is standing. Durham are still 1 skater down for this next jam.
But still 1 point up. Facts. We're only allowed to say facts. What should we talk about?
And here we go. Sorry, not sorry. And Skate Parker coming up. Oh, we have a false start there. Oh, chaos going on. Nice Skate Parker with lead jammer. Birmingham have got lead. We've got a penalty and a forearms penalty being issued. Skate Parker coming in, trying to put those points on the board. Sorry, not sorry. Is trying to find their way through that. Birmingham wall gets through. Skate Parker is fighting their way through. They want to get this lead change. They are fighting their way through, putting whatever points they can on the board. Gets knocked to the outside, but stays in.
The 4.
There we go. And it calls the jam. And we end up with 0 to 4. And that does give us a lead change. Durham at 54, Birmingham at 57. These are the sort of games we like to see. Fast-paced, very close points. And here we go, Tinkerbell and Triple Threat are our jammers again, and Triple Threat is on the outside with lead jammer. Tinkerbell staying up on 1 foot, trying to find the outside line. Some fancy footwork there, chasing Tinkerbell, chasing Triple Threat down. Birmingham have taken the lead, and I'm sure they're going to fight to keep it. Tinkerbell hiding on the outside. Do we get any points there? What points did we get? We got 2 on 0.
Chipping away at that lead.
Birmingham put 2 points up on the board. There is now 5 points ahead. We have 9 minutes and a little bit left of this period. Oh, we have clearly Psycho up on the jam line here for Durham.
This is the
Durham
first time player has jammed today. I love to see it.
Oh, look at that fancy. Oh, unfortunately, it's taken off track. But recycles themselves all the way at the back. They're going to use their power to get through. And you do have Smaller Mauler there who's been jamming like an absolute machine today. But it's lead jammer for Clearly Psycho. Clearly Psycho is going to do what she can to put those points back up on the board. See, you can be loud, can't you?
Cheer for Claire.
A bit of a recycle there. Clearly Psycho are going to be fighting their way through it, put whatever points they can. There's a 5-point difference at the moment. Looks like V has...
And Claire has got her 4 points. 4 points, and she is getting ready to call the jam.
Oh, that was some showmanship there with the call off. Delayed it. So that was 4 points up on the board. We're at 58 to 59. So Durham creeping back again. Birmingham will be doing what they can to get this next point up on the board. So we have Sohal and Sorry Not Sorry on the jam line once again.
1 Birmingham blocker in the bin. Durham have a pack advantage.
And they will be doing what they can to use that to their advantage.
Sohal is doing some defensive jamming.
Yeah. But Sorry Not Sorry is through for lead jam, but Sohal on the outside. Going to be chasing Sorry Not Sorry down. Oh, this is getting exciting. Sorry Not Sorry coming into that pack. Sohal chasing them behind. Oh, trying to find any points. Did anyone get any no points for either team there? And sometimes those are the jams you need to do. You stop that jam, you stop any points going on the board. We have Tinkerbell back up on the jam line for Durham.
Seven.
Skate Parker. Oh, here we go. The jam is about to commence. One Birmingham blocker in the bin standing. Tinkerbell finding the outside line but gets knocked there by Abs. They are good. Both skate jammers will be fighting. That Birmingham wall is holding strong. Skate Parker, I believe, has got lead but gets knocked down. Tinkerbell also gets knocked off. These skaters are skating hard.
Tinkerbell flew off the track.
They did, but they got back up and they are now pushing to the front. Skate Parker is lead jammer. They have got control of this jam. They are now officially through. They can start scoring some points. Tinkerbell is fighting their way through the front of the pack and getting through. Will Birmingham start pushing their lead forward? Skate Parker coming through, taking as many points.
Call the jam. How many points?
Jam is called with. So is that three?
3 points.
3 points. Pushing their lead by another 3 points. Birmingham are 4 points ahead. But that is one pass for Durham. All they've got to do is get one pass. But Birmingham can stretch that lead out even further. All skaters have returned to the track. No one is in the penalty box right now. Makes a change. And we have that. We have Triple Threat and Femme Fatale there on the jam line.
That's a really strong 3-1 from Durham at the front.
Yeah, and Femme Fatale trying to find that line, but Birmingham holding solid at the front. But Femme Fatale finds that inside line, gets those points. They'll be doing what they can to put those 4 points on the board, take that lead. But Triple Threat has got through after a little sneaky star stash. Femme Fatale coming through, trying to pull those points up. Triple Threat is finding their way through. Femme Fatale does put those points on the board. Triple Threat is in there trying to put some more points up themselves.
Durham is running this jam.
Durham want to try and get as many points on the board, but that Birmingham wall is holding solid. Femme Fatale is being held up by that Birmingham wall. Triple Threat is pushing their way through at the front of that pack. Both these walls are holding strong. Triple Threat has got through, put some points up on the board. That takes us to a 4-4 once again. Femme Fatale calls that, ends up with 3 more points on the board. And we don't quite get a lead change there. We are 1 point away from it. That is 65 to 66. Durham had a 7-point jam, Birmingham with a 4. Birmingham are still 1 point in the lead. Oh, we've got an official review called there. I believe that was an official review from Birmingham, I believe. So that we'll find out what is going on. I've apparently got to go find out.
Birmingham have called an official review, so Walter Fight has just gone to find out what is going on in the middle there. We will report back. There wasn't an official review, we lied.
They just made me run to the middle of the track for no reason. I'm getting my steps in, it's fine. We're just getting ourselves figured out here. Something's going on. This is roller derby. It just happens. Things happen. There was an official review. Okay, they took it as a time. So the official review that had been raised by Birmingham had actually been rectified by the time they called the official review. So that was just used as a timeout instead.
Hey, confusing.
Just keeps us confused now.
Sorry,
it does
not
make sense.
sorry on the jam line for Durham.
And Smaller Mauler for Birmingham.
And sorry, not sorry is out and lead jammer.
And Smaller Mauler there fighting their way through. Sorry not sorry is going to try and put those points on the board, try and take that lead back for Durham. That Birmingham wall is hit hard there, holding solid. Smaller Mauler is getting involved in that wall, but sorry not sorry is through. And that gives us another lead change. Takes Durham's roller derby up to 69. Nice. You have to. But Birmingham are at 66. Smaller Mauler is fighting their way through. Sorry not sorry is coming through again for another scoring pass. And I believe we had yes we did, we had a star pass. We now have V. Sorry not sorry, not letting V put any points on the board.
Denying
73 takes on 66. Durham have taken the lead back. We have another lead change, but again, it can change very quick.
There are only 3 minutes left of this half. Bar blockers on track for each team. Tink Rebel is jamming up against Sohal.
Here we go. Both jammers are going to be fighting. Both jammers have obviously skated really hard today so far, and they're not going to stop yet. Tink Rebel find that inside line, find that gap in the middle of the Birmingham wall, and gets through for a lead jammer. Sohal finding that inside line, trying to avoid Laura Lockdown. Cheeky little bit of footwork there. Laura Lockdown and Kim Cognito at the front of the pack, but Sohal gets round. Tink Rebel comes round on the inside, putting some points up on the board. Sohal coming round. Both jammers skating fast. Sohal's going to try and put some more points up on the board themselves, take away some of Durham's lead. But Tink Rebel with a little cheeky back skating there round the outside. Comes through, finds that gap. There's another completed pass for Tink Rebel. Sohal is stuck at the back of that pack. Going to do what they can to get those hips through and get those points on the board. We currently have less than 2 minutes on the game clock. Oh, some inside line work there from Tink Rebel. Another scoring pass. This is how this can change. It only takes one jam to flip the game.
Durham's bench knows what they're doing.
What, Sticks knows what they're doing, really?
Sticks knows what they're doing. They are telling Tink Rebel to continue and play this jam.
I don't think anyone's ever said that about Sticks before in their life. Tink Rebel is going through, has possibly got...
I think they got clipped, but it was out of play.
Is able to come back on track. We had a little nod from Mr. Newton there. Thank you, Matt. We have 30 seconds left of this jam. This is a 16-point jam so far for Durham. Tink Rebel is fighting. Looks like Sohal is being held up in that pack. Oh, Purple 6-1 receiving a penalty. I believe that was a direction in the bin. Sohal is doing what they can to fight their way through this pack. This is a solid pack. We had a cheeky little star pass there. We now have Maraxis, and the jam is completed. We have 46 seconds left on that clock, and we ended up with we had an 18-point jam for Durham. Durham currently stand at 91, and Birmingham actually did get 4 points on that one. They are now at 70 points. We have 71 plays 91 with less than 30 seconds on the game clock.
That's still only 2 good jams.
Exactly, it can change just like that. We've seen both teams have high-scoring jams. And there we go, Skate Parker on the inside line with a lead jammer. Sorry not sorry, trying to find a way on the outside, getting knocked over, does not score down.
That was close.
Here we go, Skate Parker coming through, going to try and put some points on that board, try and pull their lead back. The game clock has come to a conclusion. This will be the last jam of the period. Skate Parker is finding a way through, sneaking past Laura Lockdown there, getting some points up on the board.
Nice footwork.
4 points there. Oh, and we have a power jam situation. Sorry not sorry has just sat down in the bin. They've got 30 seconds to score as many points as they can. And they're certainly going to do their best. Skate Parker is going to fight that outside or inside line and try and get around that Durham wall.
Durham is shutting down those inside and outside lines. They say no. No more points.
Now the Birmingham offense is coming in, smashing that Durham wall to pieces. Skate Parker putting 4 more points up on the board. This is what we're talking about. These jams can turn in an instant.
And the Durham jammer, is back on track, back scoring points.
And Skate Parker on the inside line. That is now a 12-point jam. Takes them to 82 faces 91. Skate Parker, does get around on the outside, putting 4 points up. Takes them to 95. Skate Parker is trying to find their way through. Gets it easy on the outside line there, but runs into a Durham wall, but still sneaks their way through. And the jam is concluded.
We have
another 4 points there. We ended with a 4-point to 16-point jam. These jams can turn. We currently sit at Durham at 95, Birmingham at 86. We're just waiting for this period to complete. This could be the last jam of the period. And there we go. So that is the intermission. We have 15 minutes. Go get yourself some merch. Go buy yourself some cake. There's loads of cakes left. Go get some. Go and spend money. Enjoy yourselves. Hope you're having a great time. We'll be back in 15 minutes. So, there we go. As the teams are getting very loud, you need to get loud as well. So, are you ready for your final period of roller derby? Thank you. Here we go. Last 10 seconds. Perfect. You couldn't. And here we go. The jam is underway. We've got Tinkerbell taking on Skate Parker in his first jam of the second period.
That is sorry, not sorry.
I looked at the board again. I'm going to blame that. See, Park and Fine, you've lost all of your. You did it wrong. You had the wrong name up. Park and Fine, you're terrible. So we had Sorry Not Sorry and Skate Parker. We're starting this period. Durham at 95, Birmingham at 86. This can turn in a single jam.
Skate Parker has got lead, but
and has points on the board. Taking those 4 points, taking them up to a 90. Oh, and it looks like, yep, Sorry Not Sorry is heading to the bin. So that's another 4 points, I believe, going up on the board there for Birmingham.
And Birmingham will be starting with a power jam.
Oh, I think we might be in line for a lead change here.
We might.
Because Sorry Not Sorry has just gone to the bin.
However, there is a Birmingham blocker also sitting in the penalty bin.
They are. Obviously, having a jammer out of the bin is quite useful. Because the jam is where your point is. So here we go, power jam start. And here we go, triple threat is trying to find their way through. That Durham wall is holding strong. They do not want to give up those points. Oh, a little stumble there by triple threat. Oh, we had a little low block going on there. So that's another Durham blocker going to the bin. Triple threat is fighting their way through. That Durham wall is holding strong, but triple threat on the inside. Does a little spinny spin, gets through, is now lead jammer.
Birmingham's blockers are all back on track.
And Sorry Not Sorry returning to the track. Triple threat now going to be able to put some points up on the board. And Sorry Not Sorry sneaks round there on the outside line to get initial pass through. Triple threat is finding a way through and calls the jam. Puts 4 points on the board. That is a lead change. We have Birmingham at 98, Durham at 95. So we have one blocker standing in the bin for Durham, all of Birmingham on track. We have Femme Fatale. And we have
Smaller
Mauler there trying to fight their way through, pushing to the front of that pack.
They just have Smith left to beat.
And gets lead jammer, so it's Birmingham with another lead jammer, Femme Fatale at the back. Every skater is now back on track. Femme Fatale trying to find the outside of the line, but gets knocked off track. Oh no, we got a completed star pass there. That start pass has been completed. Smith is now our jammer for Durham.
Mala calls off the jam.
Small calls it with, it's 0-0. They didn't manage to get any points on that one. So the score still sits at 95-98. Birmingham with that 3-point diff. And there's Sohal trying to find the outside line for Birmingham, and then we have Sorry Not Sorry once again. Both jammers fighting hard at that against those walls, trying to find any little gap they can. Sohal trying to find the outside line, gets pushed off by Laura Lockdown. Unfortunately, that is a cut track for Sohal, and lead jammer goes to Sorry Not Sorry. This is a power jam now for Durham.
Let's see this lead change again.
Durham are going to be fighting to get those points. They have 30 seconds to get as many points as they can, and Birmingham have to hold them off. And there's at least 3 there. Now we go. That is the 4th point all the way through. And that is another lead change. 99 to Durham, 98 to Birmingham.
Very coordinated offense from Durham.
Sohal is standing. Sorry Not Sorry coming through for another scoring pass. As Sohal returns to the track. Durham have broke the century with 103.
Sohal is out of the pack and on her initial scoring pass.
And the jam gets called. And that ended up being an 8-0 jam for Durham. 103 scores 98.
Tinkerbell back on track for Durham and
taking on Skate Parker. And both walls holding solid. Skate Parker trying to find an inside line but gets taken off. Tinkerbell fighting their way through the middle of that Birmingham wall. But Skate Parker has found an outside line, but it looks like a Durham skater has snuck through. But Skate Parker does get that lead jammer status. Tinkerbell is fighting against that Birmingham wall and pushes himself all the way at the front, does take it all the way out. And Skate Parker has got through, sneaking through there with some points. Puts 4 points up on the board. Hits that jam and calls it quick.
We've got Femme Fatale up against Triple Threat for Birmingham.
And we have the smashing machine that is clearly Psycho trying to open that wall up for Femme Fatale, who finds that outside line and gets that lead jammer. Triple Threat now is skating up against that tough Durham wall. Femme Fatale coming through to try and get some points up on the board. Hits hard in that Birmingham wall. Again, utilising clearly Psycho to try and fight their way through.
Triple Threat fighting away at the back.
Triple Threat is being really held hard there by that Durham wall. And Femme Fatale has got through, put some more points on the board. Femme Fatale back to the back of that back. Oh, we had a... Oh, that is Femme Fatale going to the bin for a... I believe that was a back block penalty. Forearms penalty. We have... Triple Threat now is through on their initial. Going to start putting some points up on the board. We currently stand at 107 or 102. Triple Threat can turn this game around. This is a very tight, close-scoring game. Triple Threat goes on the inside with some fancy little footwork there. 4 points on the board. 106 takes on 107. Femme Fatale is standing. That Durham jammer is standing in the bin, ready to come out. Triple Threat will be trying to put as many points as they can. This jam will run to its natural conclusion in 30 seconds. And looks like both jammers are having a struggle against this wall, but Triple Threat has pulled themselves through the front. Femme Fatale has been held up at the back. Guys, another lead change. 107 takes on 110. Femme Fatale is fighting their way through, has got through. There's another 4 points. That might change the lead back. It does very briefly. And the jam has ended. Triple Threat gets 0 points. Femme Fatale managed to get those points up on the board. We have 111 to Durham, 110 to Birmingham. That was an 8-point each jam. This really is anyone's game.
It's a long time since I've seen a game this close, and to keep changing so fast.
And it literally, one jam can make a difference, and then the next jam can change it.
So we've got Sorry Not Sorry jamming up against Smaller Mauler.
A lot of chaos going on here. Both jammers are fighting hard.
Both jammers have got a lot to fight for.
Yeah. It literally only takes a couple of passes to make a difference in this game today. Big hit there by Laura, lockdown in the front. Smaller Mauler is fighting forward. Sorry Not Sorry is pushing against that Durham wall. We do have lead jammer there for Smaller Mauler. We've got some penalties being issued. I'm going to tell you, there's a few going on here.
I think everyone got so confused then that they all forgot what they were doing.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 Birmingham blockers and 1 Durham blocker going to the bin. And there we go. That is Smaller Mauler with some points up on the board. Sorry Not Sorry coming through to put their own points up. Again, this is very, very tight. We do actually have a lead change with Birmingham getting 114. Going to try and put some more points up on the board.
Sorry Not Sorry being recycled back by the Birmingham blockers.
And Smaller Mauler and Sorry Not Sorry are both through. And Birmingham do stay in the lead. We are at 115 to 118. We have 45 seconds left on the clock.
1 Birmingham blocker out at the front of that pack.
And Sorry Not Sorry manages to get ahead. But Smaller Mauler is fighting their way through, utilising that Birmingham wall to their advantage. And it's another lead change. Durham are back ahead, 119 versus 1. Oh, Birmingham are back ahead now. This is back and forth. And I think that's going to take Durham back ahead. And now Birmingham have got a chance to go back ahead. Now this is a tightly contested game. We still have 10 seconds left of this jam.
All blockers are back on the track. Sorry Not Sorry.
Durham taking an extra step forward. Smaller Mauler as the jam concludes. That was a 16-point jam to Durham and a 14-point jam to Birmingham. Durham hold on to that lead ever so slightly. 127 takes on 124. We're at 18 minutes, just under 19 minutes left of this game. I hope we're all having a great time today.
That was an exciting jam.
That really was. That was many, many lead changes there, and that's what we like to see. Oh, we're having a timeout. It's a track repair timeout. So again, we want to say a big thank you to everyone in the crowd today. The fact that you are all here is great. All the skaters who skated in that first game, oh, they're already done. I'll thank you all later. So we're going to get this next jam underway again. This is a very tightly contested game. This is where it can make such a difference. One jam can turn this game.
We have got Tinkerbell jamming for Durham and Sohal jamming for Birmingham. Both jammers really pushing against those walls. The walls are holding strong. Ooh.
There we go, Sohal.
Everyone tripping.
Both jammers are fighting their way through. There's some fancy footwork there from Sohal on the back, but Tinkerbell gets through at the front for lead jammer. Sohal trying to find the outside line.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we had a pack break there. We had a cut track penalty issued. Sohal has coming through on their initial. Tinkerbell is putting some points up on the board. We do have a Durham jammer has sat in the bin.
Blocker.
And Sohal has got through and put some points up there. Fighting hard against that Durham wall, but gets through. Tinkerbell is coming through and putting some more points up themselves. Again, this is just back and forth.
Tinkerbell will be wanting to put as much of a gap between Durham and Birmingham as they can.
You know, every single pass counts in this game. Sohal is trying to find their way through. Tinkerbell sneaky on the outside, but gets hit in that Birmingham wall. Sohal takes it, gets a big hit there. And there we go, some more points up. The jam gets called. That ends up being a 12-8 jam, 139 Durham, 132 Birmingham. There is still only 7 points in it. That is only 2 complete passes. It can change just like that.
Skate Parker jamming for Birmingham and Femme Fatale jamming for Durham.
And we have a completely empty penalty box. Every skater is on track.
And a pivot line start.
So Femme Fatale and Skate Parker fighting their way through. Femme Fatale trying to take that in. Skate Parker trying to find the middle. Oh, no, Femme Fatale has moved to the outside. Gets knocked out. I think that was... Oh no, unfortunately it was a cut track penalty on Femme Fatale. I thought they'd managed to stay in, but unfortunately, but that is lead jammer now for Skate Parker. Getting 2 passes is all it'll take for a lead change. It's where Birmingham are going to want to fight Durham for those points.
Yeah.
There's that one pass, there's 4 points up. 139 takes on 136. One more pass does take the lead for Birmingham. Femme Fatale is standing in the bin.
Skate Parker is through with a full 4 points, so we know what that means.
That's a lead change once again, but Femme Fatale is back on the track. Will be fighting their way through to try and get their initial pass. Skate Parker snuck through on the inside line there.
It's pretty.
Extending their lead, but Femme Fatale is straight out behind them. This is an exciting game. We have 43 seconds, the jam gets called.
Did Skate
One more point up on the board there for Birmingham. That was a 13-0 jam. Durham are at 139, Birmingham at 145. Are you having fun today?
Woo.
Is this an exciting game? Oh, no, we're having an actual timeout there, so team timeout for Durham. Just recompose themselves. So again, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone here today. It's great that we're supporting local roller derby. Don't forget, we have other teams around the area. You can go all the way up to Newcastle, down to Middlesbrough. We're all over the place. Again, all the teams here today. Go over that. You can go to the east, the west. You can go to Furness. You can go and support them.
Of the earth.
Yeah, go to the ends of the earth. But again, thank you for every official here today, every official on skate, every official off skate. Without you lot, we couldn't do this. Medics, thank you for keeping everyone safe. And all the volunteers for making sure all the stalls are running. And of course, thank you for the photographers who make everyone look amazing. And of course, thank you to all of the fans for turning up, all the skaters in both games. Because again, without all the skaters, well, we'd just be stood talking to an empty hall.
Well,
which I suppose we've probably done a few times before, because... Oh, and there we go. The timeout is complete. We'll be coming back. We'll come into this jam at just gone 15 minutes, halfway through this second period. 139 takes on 145. Birmingham do have that 6-point lead. But again, it can change just like that.
Clearly Psycho is going to be jamming for Durham up against...
Triple threat. Oh no! Poor chaos going on there. Clay Psycho went down, triple threat. He's got a lead jammer, and it looks like... Yep, Clay Psycho did get, I believe that was a back block penalty on Clay Psycho going to the bin. So we now have triple threat with a power jam. Birmingham can extend their lead here with this. Triple threat looking at that inside line. That Birmingham wall holding Pavlov's Doja at the back of the pack. Triple threat getting through with putting some points up on the board. Extending that point, there's now a 10-point lead.
That's probably the biggest stretch since the first couple of jams.
Yep, this has been so back and forth this game. Clearly Psycho is standing. We'll be coming back on track very soon. All right, so clearly Psycho is back on track.
Oh, power jam.
Oh, another power jump the other way around. This is clearly Psycho's time. This is where clearly Psycho is going to smash it like a car window.
It's just not listening to you. Probably for the best.
Probably for the best she'd hit me if
She'd
need
smash
be.
you like a cow window.
Oh, yes. Oh, look at some cheeky little footwork there on that inside line. Clearly Psycho putting some points on the board. Eating into Birmingham's lead. 143 takes on 153. We've got that 10 points. Now we might have a couple of points hanging around for a triple threat there that haven't been issued yet.
Psycho is out game for another 4 points. That's 8 points each so far.
Currently an 8-point jam. Triple threat is out. This jam will only have 8 seconds to go. Both teams can score a little bit more. 3,
and
2.
triple threat does.
Oh, did clearly Psycho throw the hip round there? They did. 1 point through those hips. So we ended up with a 9-12. Durham at 148, Birmingham at 157, 9 points in it. This is a tight game. Again, one jam can turn this round. We have 12 and a half minutes left of this game.
We have got Smaller Mauler up against Tinkerbell on the jam line. The pack is moving backwards.
Oh, they're going to try and hold those jammers, keep them still. Tinkerbell fighting through. We also have Smaller Mauler there. Both these jammers have fought hard today. Oh, and there's Smaller Mauler on the outside for lead jammer. Tinkerbell gets knocked off. Smaller Mauler has got a chance to extend their lead. Oh, another knockoff from Tinkerbell. Oh, that was a cheeky star pass. Oh, very cheeky. Smaller Mauler gets more points on the board, calls that jam. Did not let Durham put any points up. There's another 4 points. 148 takes on 161. Here we go. We have just over 11 minutes left of this game. Coming into jam number 12. We have Sorry Not Sorry taking on Sohal and Sorry Not Sorry taking their lead jammer once again. Durham's aim here is to try and scrape back into their lead. Obviously Birmingham have got that little advantage at the moment, but there we go. Sorry Not Sorry putting some points, some big hit on the outside, but puts 4 points up on the board. Sohal is fighting. Oh, nice little steps from Sohal on the outside line there. Sorry Not Sorry coming back in to try and get some more points, fighting their way through the pack. Goes around the outside like it is nothing. Sohal coming in to try and get some points. That jam gets called. Sohal unfortunately does not put any points on the board. Durham puts 8 points up. 156 takes on 161. Birmingham still have a 5-point advantage. Again, it doesn't take much for this to change. Of a little under 10 and a half minutes to go. 5 points in it. 2 passes is all it takes. And here we go. Skate Parker taking on Tinkerbell. Both these jammers again have been absolute machines today. Oh, unfortunately Tinkerbell has got forearms and is going to the bin. Skate Parker is through for lead and has a power jam. They have that little bit of extra bonus time as Tinkerbell gets to the penalty bin. Skate Parker is going to be trying to extend Birmingham's lead. Trying to find those gaps. Sneaks through. Oh, gets knocked down right at the end, but that looks like a penalty is issued. A forearms penalty has been issued. Ooh. And there we go. So Skate Parker has now only got 2 more skaters to get past, now back to 3. We have a recycle there. Skate Parker is through, 4 points on the board. Extending their lead by another 4 points. The Tinkerbell is back on track. Durham are skating 1 blocker down at the moment while they serve a penalty. And
Skate Parker gets through at the front.
And we just had a penalty issued against Birmingham there. Skate Parker did put another few points up on the board. They're now 169. Nice. Tinkerbell is coming through on their initial. And Skate Parker calls it and not letting Tinkerbell get any points on the board. Well, that is Citrus at 156 to 173. Birmingham have extended their lead. That was a 12-point jam.
Just as a whistle blew there, one of the blockers was released from the penalty box, so that means both teams will be starting with 3 blockers on track. Clearly Psycho jamming for Durham. And
we have a timeout. Is that an official timeout? I believe an official timeout is occurring. Oh, no, we're back on. So we're coming into Jam 14 with just under 8.5 minutes to go in the second period. 156 takes on 173. It is still all to play for.
Both jammers pushing against those 3 walls. Really strong 3 wall from Durham there. Barely moving an inch.
So
Clearly Psycho knocked off and recycled back.
And then Triple Threat fighting their way at the front. Oh, Clearly Psycho takes that inside line for a lead jammer. And Triple Threat comes out on the outside, running it down. They will be chasing Clearly Psycho down the Birmingham block. It is back from the bin. And I believe both jammers are now back. Clearly Psycho putting some points on the board, calls the jam. That is 4 points for Durham. Oh, that's yep. 4 points going up for Durham. And then 0 for Birmingham. That is a 13-point differential. Again, 4 passes is the difference now. That's all it takes. Oh, Clearly Psycho, looks like Clearly Psycho received a penalty there, sitting in the bin.
What did you do?
Was naughty. 4 arms penalty. Apparently, so is it power jam start?
For smaller ball
Birmingham. They can start extending their lead a little bit for more here.
Oop.
That Durham wall is holding fast. Oh, trying for a shirt whip there, but there's some chaos going on. Smaller Mauler is fighting their way through. That Birmingham wall is trying to open up the Durham wall, but that Durham wall is holding strong. Smaller Mauler gets taken off. Clearly Psycho is standing. Lead is still open for both teams at the moment until someone gets it. So Clearly Psycho is returning to the track, still has a chance of getting lead jammer once again. They've had a nice little sit down. Oh, some fancy footwork from Clearly Psycho. And that is lead jammer for Clearly Psycho out of the bin.
But Claire, concentrate.
Now this is where Durham can try and push their lead, push into Birmingham's lead.
There's been a star pass on.
That is a completed star pass. It did seem like we had a multiplayer penalty as well. So
that is now B that is jamming for Birmingham, but Clearly Psycho cleverly called that jam off.
I think B has been that reliable pivot every single time there. And obviously, as soon as they get up, Durham do not let them get any points. So we are sitting, Durham have 1 skater in the bin. We are coming up with Femme Fatale taking on Sohal once again. Durham have got 1 skater down. Birmingham will need to take advantage of this. Well, we have a 13-point differential still. Sohal is fighting their way through, trying to find that line. Femme Fatale on the inside, Sohal on the outside. Both jammers get knocked off and taken all the way back. Oh, Sohal with a little spin on the inside there, getting lead jammer. And then Femme Fatale trying to find the outside. That is Mojo Jojo now with our jammer. As a star pass has been completed, Sohal is going to try and put some points up on the board. Some fancy footwork there from Sohal. And calls the jam, prevents Durham from getting any points. 1 point up from Sohal, extending their lead by 1 point. That's 174 takes on 160. That is a 14-point differential. We are currently at 4 minutes, there's less than 5 minutes left of this game. We have a timeout called, an official timeout, I believe, is that? So we have a bit of an official timeout going on now. The official needed a new pencil. Valid reason to have a timeout. So we're currently standing at 160 takes on 174. And Jam is now going to be back underway. The official timeout has ended. The pencil was rectified. Here we go. 4 minutes and 44. Once again, you're at 4:44 once again. Here we go. Coming into Jam 17.
The Sorry Not Sorry versus Skate Parker. Both jammers really fighting for these points now.
Like every jam, every pass matters. Oh, a big hit there from Kim Cognito. Sorry Not Sorry takes on inside, but their ankle went the wrong way there. But they got through for lead jammer. Skate Parker takes it outside line once again. He's going to chase down Sorry Not Sorry. Oh, straight through the middle for Sorry Not Sorry.
On point then.
And the jam gets called. That is 4 points up on the board for Durham. This is a tie game. We have 10 points in it. 4 minutes remain. Everything still to play for. Get loud for every single skater on track. This is roller derby. Here we go. All skaters are on track now. We have Tinkerbell taking on Triple Threat. Both these jammers have skated hard today, and that's Tinkerbell with lead jammer. Triple Threat going to try and find their way at the back of the pack. Tinkerbell coming through, going to try and put as many points on the board as they can. And that is a star pass there. That is a completed star pass. And Tinkerbell is putting some points up on the board. We have Miraxis is coming through, going to try and put some points up themselves. Durham are not calling this jam yet. Tinkerbell is coming through, hitting the back of that Birmingham wall. Miraxis is trying to fight their way through, trying to put as many points as they can. They want to keep this differential as high as they can. Oh, and there's Tinkerbell putting more points up on the board. We're at 172, takes on 174. Miraxis is going to push through. Looks like we have Clay Psycho heading to the bin. Durham Roller Derby are trying to get that lead back. Miraxis is through. 4 more points up on the board for Miraxis. 172 takes on 178. Durham have got their 4 points up. 176 takes on 178. Both these teams are skating hard. This is all it takes. Every single pass counts. Both those walls are holding solid. Durham have skated down to the mud. Bell is fighting that Birmingham wall. Birmingham is fighting that Durham wall. This is a tough game. Clearly Psycho is returning from the box. It sounds like a penalty is being issued somewhere.
It's being...
Oh, that is a penalty issued against the Birmingham Jammer. Miraxis is heading to the bin. Tinkerbell is going to be fighting their way to the front.
Triple Threat showing us why she's a triple threat. There, sorry.
Oh boy, he's going to the bin, I believe, possibly blocking out of bounds. Lead change. Go wait for all these points to go up on the board. We'll see where we're at. Oh, we've got a timeout being called. We are currently standing. We did have a lead change. We've changed back. We're at 180 for Durham, 181 for Birmingham. There is 1 point in it. And we have 1.5 minutes left. Everything is still to play for. Are you excited? Are you having fun? We currently have 3 Birmingham skaters sitting in the bin, including the jammer. Durham do have a power jam start here. There is so much to play for here. Every single skater is skating their hardest here. I want you to cheer for every single skater in this game. That's what we like to hear. This is a very close game. 1 single point in it. 96 seconds left on the clock. This could be the last jam of the game. Everything is still to play for. Here we go. Birmingham is sat there with 3 blockers, 2 blockers and 1 jammer in the bin. Sorry Not Sorry on the jam line. They have jammed like an absolute machine today. And they've got Birmingham's going to hold them solid, but takes a lead jammer. Here we go. This is where they can take that lead back. Keep cheering for everyone. Oh, a nice cheeky pass there. And that's a lead change. 184 plays 181. The jammer is standing. We have one blocker coming back to the track from Birmingham. We have the jammer coming back. They're holding. Sorry, not sorry, the front of the pack. The Birmingham jammer is on track. All skaters have returned to the track once again. Sorry, not sorry on the outside. Looks like we have a penalty there for Mojo Jojo.
There's too much happening.
We have a contract penalty being issued. Sorry, not sorry is coming in. Hitting that Birmingham pack. We have another scoring pass there. Birmingham now have the pack advantage. We're a 1-8-1-9-2 takes a 1-8-1.
It's been a star pass. V now has the star.
We now have a star pass. We're up with V. Coming in to try and get some points on the board. We have less than 25 seconds left on the board. And more points on the board for Durham. 16-point jam so far. 196 plays 185.
V passes.
Sorry, V has come through, puts points on the board themselves. There's another 4 points up for B, 189.
Ooh, big hit there.
Sorry, not sorry. He's pushing his jam as long as they can go. And the jam ends.
I don't think
there might be some more going on here. Let's see what happens. We're not over yet. We currently stand at 198, takes on 189. We're not finished yet. And that is the final. We stand
What a game.
198 points to Durham Roller Derby and 189 to Birmingham. That was an amazing game of Roller Derby. Congratulations to Durham Roller Derby. Now don't forget, we will be doing the awards for both games in just a moment. We'll let these skaters have a quick little breather. That was an exciting game of roller derby. Thank you very much everyone for supporting. And anyone who has an award and you're going to get these awards for this game, please bring yourself over and we'll do the awards to finish this event out. Thank you very much everyone.